Big salute, big salute, big salute. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, we back. We back. We back. You know, once you start reading, boy, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop. So I gotta keep dropping this word off. Be looking forward to a live soon. Start doing a lot more lives, a lot more often. Cause a lot that we need to talk about. There's a lot to be talked about, boy. There's a lot going on, man. Woo wee. Well, first thing, like, share, subscribe. Second thing, prepare, prepare, prepare. Third thing, tune in, tap in. So let's jump straight into it. Chapter 16, Independence Day. Day of Independence. Whose independence since 1776? You, black man, have been worshiping the 4th of July along with the real author of the 4th of July, the white man, as a day of independence for themselves. It is the white slave master and his children who enjoy setting forth the 4th of July as a day of rejoicing over achieving this country's independence from any other foreign source. Now, the history of the 4th of July shows that it is the Independence Day of the American white man. They wrote the Declaration of Independence for themselves. The white man did not put anything in the Declaration of Independence for the benefit of the black man, who was the servitude slave of the white man at the time. The joy which the black slave experienced on these holidays of the white man was due to the black man getting rest from his labor and the days which the white man had set aside for celebration. That is all the black slave was rejoicing over, that he did not have to work that day. Ooh-wee, because work was hard back then. But you are free now, and you do not need this for an excuse for your worship of the 4th of July. There is no further need for us to worship the gaining of the white man's independence. Let us take a look again at our own black independence and how it came on this same day of the 4th of July, at the coming of Allah, God, who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, who all praises are due forever, on July 4th, 1930. Yeah, this when the Son of Man came to America, July 4th, 1930. The significance of his coming to us on the Independence Day of the white man is very great. It is their day of great rejoicing, as with former peoples and their governments. Their destruction took place when they were at the height of their rejoicing. Nebuchadnezzar, according to the Bible history of him, Daniel chapter 4, was walking around in his place and proudly looking around and admiring the skill, the work he had set up, and said, "Has not all this my hand wrote?" The Bible teaches us that while the words were in his mouth, the end came. Allah God changed his mind and heart from that of a civilized man to the mind and heart of a beast. He had the brain reactions of a wild beast, and he was cast out among the dumb brutes. What does that signify? It gives us gleaning into the history of the white man and his being cast out of society of the Muslims 6,000 years ago, after he was made and then started trouble among the people of righteousness. Troublemaking caused the white man his exile into the hills and cave sides of West Asia, as Europe was called at that time. So Allah God taught me. Its name was changed to Europe after the white man was cast into that area. Europe means a place where people are bound in, to keep them out of the society of the righteous. Moses made white man as independent race through the guidance which Allah gave Moses to guide the white man out of his savage cave life and put him on the road of conquest of the black man. For 400 years, the white man swallowed us, the black man of America, up. He did not put us in a hole of the earth, but he swallowed us up by keeping anything like wisdom from coming to us. He set a bound against our own black people, visiting us in order to prevent them from teaching us anything other than what the white man was teaching our black slave fathers. This caged us in and made just as secure a cage as the literal cage of Europe that the Arab people put the white man in 6,000 years ago. The 4th of July is the day of rejoicing of the white man over his opponents. For the Western Hemisphere, he wrote his constitution for his own white people, not for his black slave. Since this is his day, which he set aside for himself, then what part, black brother, do you have in this day? Your part is not mixed with his part in the way of his own white politics and physical independence. But as I called your attention to proud King Nebuchadnezzar, but as I called your attention to the proud King Nebuchadnezzar's history and what happened to him at the height of his kingdom, Allah God never destroyed a powerful people nor deprived them of self-independence when they were in trouble or when they were sick with grief. He made them to feel happy. He made them think that they would live forever. So it was with the coming of Allah God in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom all praises are due forever, on his coming to us on the 4th of July, 1930. His presence meant the destruction of the independence of the white race and especially America over the black man. Allah God visited the black slave, for he is more in need of help to enjoy freedom of self. Since Allah God came for the purpose of bringing self-independence to the black slave, then his going forth is with justice. Bible, Revelations 19 through 11. 19-11. To show Allah's God's greatness and power over the slave master and his people, now Allah God attacks them at the height of their civilization and at the greatness of their power and strength. On the 4th of July, while they worship their greatness of their accomplishment, and the black slave is sitting at his feet, as it was with Nebuchadnezzar and as it was with Pharaoh, the same is being repeated today. This is the significance of Allah, God's coming on the 4th of July. For 400 years we have been suffering under the pangs of servitude, slavery, and at the relentless, merciless hands of the white slave master over us. Allah God came to give justice and freedom to us and to make us equal members in the society of the new, powerful, strong, and wise people of the earth. Ever since that day, the 4th of July, 1930, has meant the doom of American domination over the black man of America and the people of the earth. Ever since that day, America has been falling. America's fall is not imminent. It is now going on. America refused to break her fall when she could have broken her fall, as the Bible teaches us. Babylon could have been healed, but she was not. J.E. 51, chapter 51, verse 9. She did not do anything to warrant such forgiveness. America has been offered the chance for forgiveness, but she refused to accept it, for she never offered to do anything favorable toward her black slave that would make them free of her power to rule them. Black slaves went to their death fighting the enemy of the white slave master to help America maintain her independence against foreign dominance. The black slave was not given anything in exchange for his sacrifice. When a dog hunts for a hunter, the hunter master will sometimes share a part of the game with the dog. The black slave has helped his master to overcome and to put other people under the control of his white slave master. The black slave has fought, bled, and died around the earth to help the white slave masters to conquer those whom the master called his enemies. We helped the white man to conquer Cuba and to overcome and subdue Mexico and the Philippine Islands and other places around the earth, and also Japan. How many lives did the black man lose in the Pacific while helping the white man to conquer the people of Japan, who are the brown, half brother of the black man? The brown race and the yellow race are the half brother of the black man. Whose independence? Now, the white man and the black man are both free on this day. The coming of Allah God on this day means the freedom of the black man too. The clear significance of Allah's God's coming on this day shows the great wisdom of Allah God. Everywhere the white man may be, even in Europe, the earth belongs to black man. Let us rejoice on this day, the 4th of July, in the coming of the Son of Man, Allah God, who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, and give thanks to him. Let us enjoy the independence he brought to us and the freedom, justice, and equality he brought. Freedom, justice, and equality. He brought these things to us not by killing off the red Indian nor any original settlers. Justice and righteousness are the ammunition used by Allah God. Ooh, Independence Day. Oh, chapter 17, Independence. So we'll come back to that. Independence, chapter 17. So big salute all my loved ones, Goon Squad, support Goons. Love y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Love y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.